Hello and welcome. I'm here at the Stäubli booth with Marty Albert. We're here at IPPE, but Marty, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to tell me a little bit about Stäubli. What do you guys do?
Oh, well, Danny, first of all, thanks for being here. And yeah, it's kind of a busy show, so we got people walking
All
around.
good.
There's a lot of excitement about Stäubli. We're a robotics manufacturer. We're not a system integrator. We make the robots for the food industry as well as many other industries. And in our booth today, we've got hygienic designed robots. So these are robots that work on a continuous basis with no extra effort in a hygienic environment of a food plant. One of the big challenges in a food processing environment, of course, is moisture. We've got moisture everywhere, not only throughout the course of the day, but also typically during third shift when they do a full wash down of the plant. And so that means everything, walls, ceilings, equipment, and all the components in the equipment can get a complete and thorough wash down and sanitation. And so what we're displaying today are robots that are designed to withstand that daily regimen of continuous cleaning. And so the two robots you'll see back here, one is a 6-axis arm that's sitting in water, which is unheard of for anything electronic, I like to add.
Yeah.
But this is an electronic component that is literally sitting in water. And the reason why we do that is because it's a great way to demonstrate that these things are designed to work in your environment. Now, in a food plant, are they going to be sitting in water? No, but they're going to be hit with water on a regular basis, and they will survive. And the coating on these robots is very special. It's proprietary and patented so that there is no discoloration, no flaking, no chipping, no damage to the robot at all. And these are all very important when we talk about handling food to go into a package that you and I are going to eat. We don't want to be eating paint chips.
Yeah, no, that's generally looked down upon.
Yeah. And we continue to develop and design these robots so that over the years they become, in my opinion, and it might be a little one-sided, but seriously, and looking at what's out there for the food industry, we do manufacture literally the best robot for primary side handling.
Well, that's awesome, and obviously, the automation technology is really transformed tons of industries, not just this one alone. But let's talk a little bit about challenges that are going on right now in the industry. Obviously, we can talk about labor, we can talk about supply chain, a lot of things going on right now. What are the biggest challenges that you're seeing for your customers, and how are you guys solving that?
It's a great question. And a lot of people talk about wash down and all this other fun stuff, the operational challenges. The ultimate challenge that food processing companies and food production companies are having today is output. And that relates directly to the amount of labor that they can get to produce, package, load, and ship. And so if you don't have the people to do it, you have to be able to do something because the food industry is very unique. It's not like the automotive industry. It's not like semiconductor or anything else. Those things can have cycles that they ebb and flow through. The food industry has no cycle. People are constantly eating, and so therefore we need to constantly produce. And so output is extremely critical today. And when we as an industry don't have the labor to create that output, then we have to look at something that, how do we do this? And what's been amazing is that over the past few years, I've been in and out of food plants for a long time. Over the past few years, there's been a paradigm shift in thinking with food manufacturers. And that is, okay, we've got these people here. It's hard to get more, and our labor rates are going up. What do? Well, the next step is to automate. And in the past, everybody was concerned, well, you're going to take jobs away and everything else. Well, those jobs aren't being filled. The only thing that's filling those jobs now are automation. And in many of those cases, robotic arms of different types are filling that void of humans doing that work. So people will ask, well, what happens to people working on the production line? It's a great question. Here's what happens. They get retrained. They get put into jobs that aren't so dreary, that aren't so repetitive. that requires them to think and requires them to move forward and advance in their careers. And so really what ends up happening is people become better, they become more valuable, and by becoming better and more valuable, their rates go up. Folks will talk about federally mandated minimum wage. Well, the food industry is surpassing that now. You go to work in a food plant, you're not going to be making minimum wage. There's a lot of food plants that are paying close to $20 an hour, or in some cases over. On top of that, hiring bonuses, retention bonuses. It's a phenomenal place for unskilled labor to go and start to become skilled. And at the same time, guess what happens? We solve the problem of output. And as the population continues to grow, we're able to produce more because it's the automation that's working in tandem with the people that are there to make it all happen.
I totally agree. And I think too, a lot of people think, and this has been a challenge for a long time, a lot of people think that manufacturing, the industrial environments are dirty and boring and stodgy and whatever. And I think examples like this is showing, this innovation, this technology, this automation, that it's actually the exact opposite. Anyone who would come and walk these, the floors of these shows will see, wow, there's all kinds of things that are going on. There's a lot of change, and it's exciting. So to your point, great opportunity to be able to jump in, especially with, you mentioned with the pay rates are going way up.
Pay rates are great, and benefits too. Because production line workers now get health benefits. Some get 401ks. There's all kinds of neat things that these companies are doing to attract people into their plants and into their companies. And it's really been neat to watch.
Well, Marty, thank you so much for spending some time with us here and kind of sharing with us a little bit about who Stäubli is, some of the challenges you guys are solving, some of your new innovations. You guys got some really cool stuff going on. So, I encourage our viewers, if you want to learn more about you, go check you guys out.
I was just going to say, we're at the IPPE show this week. Now, if somebody does have questions, we do have a website, www.stäubli.com. You can go there. There's a form. There's an online form you can click on. There's telephone numbers that you can call. Stäubli is a global company, and so no matter where you are in the world, there's a Stäubli office that can work with you and support you. The one thing you'll find out about Stäubli as people contact us and work with us is that we're all about resources, and we'll always tell people exactly what's going on and how to help them, even if it doesn't involve Stäubli, because we want everybody to do well. And by everybody doing well, we'll do well.
Great philosophy. Love it. Marty, thank you so much for your time.
Danny, thank you.
All right.